just want to sing to them like little babies.
They're meatballs. I had to tell myself all the way back to the truck that these are meant to be food. These are meant to be food. These are meant to be food. Lizzie's like singing to them. She's probably going to try and start naming them. It's like she did the stray dog we found. And I said to call him Puppy. And she had named him Charlie within a couple hours.
Use the right 2 lanes to keep right to exit 10B.
Charlie is getting to be a pretty big dog, and he sleeps with us now. Wazzy's trying to tell us how to get these birds back home. These meatballs.
We still gotta go to Whole Foods, Costco, and Sam's Club, and maybe Jenny's Ice Cream.
Whole Foods? There's Whole Foods right here.
Well, as much as Rob did not want to admit it, he has chicken brain. And chicken brain is where all you can think about is chickens. He's been calling every TSC or Rural King within a 30-mile radius of us for the last 3 days. And this morning he called, this might be more than 30 miles away, and they had 25, lo and behold. And he said, "Can you put some on hold for me?" And the girl said, "Sure." And then we get a call right back from TSC, which seemed odd because it is. It was the manager who says they don't hold chicks, but since she accidentally told us that they would hold them till 1 o'clock. We got there at like 1:55 or 12:55, and then realized that they actually had more.
Keep left on I-670 east toward airport.
They actually had more than they said, so we grabbed a couple more while we were there. We're headed home now with our precious cargo. A bumpy ride.
It is a bumpy ride. Hope they don't get car sick.
Alright, we made it home. The chickens are okay. They're not doing like wonderfully, but hey guys, we didn't even know we were doing this till this morning. One sadly has passed away on the drive home, and we just put everything away. We put some water in, some chick feed with some grit. This is all new, so we don't know if we're doing it right.
We're doing it.
But they need to get in there and get some water, so here we go.
The kitchen counter was cold. They don't like the cold counter. These chicks are going to be spoiled. You did put some apple cider vinegar in?
Best 8 weeks. I put a little apple cider vinegar in the water. We're going to have to make something for it to sit on so the shavings don't get in there. But that's what we've got so far.
Oh, it's so tiny. Should I be showing them the water?
Yeah. They're eating, they're hungry. Oh boy, they're sticking their heads all the way through.
Try to fly away, guys.
Well, I didn't want it to be under the heat lamp. Oh boy, he's on top of it.
You okay? You need to go next.
It's a dead one on the other side.
I already said goodbye to the dead one.
Where'd it go?
It's over on.
Uh-oh. Was it for sure dead?
Mm-hmm.
You checked?
Mm-hmm. They need to be able to have a hole that they can get to. Maybe you could have put more feed in there too, so they didn't have to stick their...
I wasn't sure.
Alright, you want to do these other ones?
They're mongrels. I don't think you're supposed to have this feeder yet. I think you're supposed to have the one that just...
The video I was just watching was using it.
Yeah.
Think their temperature's good in there?
Yeah.
Seems like if they want to get warmed up, they go over in the corner. Hmm.
They're all getting drinks. I think we just need to measure that and cut a tube before they go under there. That one just peed in it. There's already poop over there in it. I'm hoping that the height would just deter them from, if I filled that thing up more with food.
I think they might just try to climb on top of it and
I don't.
put it down in it, huh?
I don't. They're not really climbing on top of that thing at all. A couple of them are going to the back to get food, but no, I think the height of it would just help. But I also think that you're supposed to just have a round feeder for them at this age. I'm not sure. That one's definitely got some weird disease, something on its left side there.
Are you pecking at it?
Okay. What, they're in the one spot that there's like not any more food.
Chickens? Chicken music?
I had no idea. At the end of last night, after the whole chicken tractor argument and debacle and...
Argument?
Was there an argument?
No, this was a great day.
Oh, there was an argument about which day to go to the big city, which we hate doing. We chose today, obviously. We worked on the chicken tractor all day yesterday. But, I don't know. It's kind of like being surprise mom.
Surprise, Mom.
Can't see anything. The light's too bright.
They seem to be adjusting well. Like if they want to get under the brooder lamp, they are. They're all eating. They're all drinking.
Yeah, they were kind of pecking at the mason
Glass
jar water feeder water at first. I didn't really notice what they had in their thing at TSC, but I just grabbed them up and stuck their beak down in the water. And then after a couple of them found that out, the other ones would come over and then they would see one stick their beak down in it. And so then they would do that. So you might have to show them where the water's at. We've learned that from several.
Sorry, I'm enamored by the
He's
chicks.
mesmerized. It's really, you just kind of want to sit and watch.
We should. What else are we going to do? Sit and watch YouTube?
Right. So, I don't know. It's fun so far.
And we don't. I'm like have this feeling like I'm overthinking all of it, but I've never done it, so I don't want to screw it up.
We did lose one on the way home, and that did not feel great already. But we've let go and moved on. We have 24 left.
2 dozen.
Yeah.
2 dozen meatballs. They're meatballs. I need to stop worrying about how cute they are.
It's just nice, fun, little kind of baby energy.
Yeah, but
There's nothing wrong
it's
with
good.
enjoying
We
that.
love the animals. We respect the animals, and that's part of why we're doing all this. I've mindlessly eaten so much chicken throughout my life, and I definitely have never had this set of connection to my food yet.
We got excited just about finding a local farm, about 2 months ago, and being connected to our food in that way and getting raw milk and just some of their pastured, grass-fed beef and things like that. And that felt really inspiring and exciting to know the people that are growing it. And now, when you are the people growing it, I mean, if you've had a garden, you know that feeling when you're like, wow, like this came out of nothing and I barely put any money out for it. Yes, I probably put some blood, sweat, and tears, but that's the great part about being that connected to your food, is that the blood, sweat, and tears don't hurt because the end result is so amazing when you have zucchini for a month and cucumbers for a month and tomatoes to can for the whole winter and stuff like that. It's just like obviously so worth it. So the connection to something living that we are going to be butchering and eating for a year is kind of wild to think about. I don't think that you really understand, you can grasp the depth of that until you're living it. So we will be living it in 8 weeks or less, because she wasn't sure if these were a week old or 2 weeks old.
I think they're somewhere in between there. I'm finding pictures of some between, I bet they're between 1 and 2 weeks old. They've got some of their feathers on their wings, and I'm like excited about that. Also, like, I'm just hoping the weather warms up. It's sunny out right now. I think the end of this week it starts to warm up, so we can probably start to bring them outside.
Yeah, we're in central Ohio, so it could still be pretty cold at night. I was just thinking that in May. And they're going to be going outside here, and it's the beginning of April.
I'm thinking I don't know. I'm already looking at 24 birds in this brooder, and I'm thinking like, wow, I don't think that they can get much bigger and be fine in here. And then I'm like, well, we've got 30, and who knows how many extras they'll throw in from McMurray Hatchery.
Two.
But those should be smaller. They should arrive a day or two old. So this will be fine, I think, at the start of that. One's just off on its own, sleeping. We're gonna be obsessed with these for a little bit. But we have our little winter coop that we had the chickens out in. I think that will be a good transition spot for once they kind of outgrow this. Put them in that before we put them into the chicken tractor. If there's days where it's warm during the day and cold at night, we can move them in and out. I'm sure we'll have to do a little bit of that.
Learn as we go,
So it
make
says-
mistakes, but keep a close eye on them. I think that's going to be key. I don't think there's anything wrong with coming and checking on them every half an hour, because you just don't know. Their water could get dumped over, or the light could fall over, and
They're just babies, right?
well, we're like new parents. Like, this isn't, a bulletproof setup yet, so.
It's needs to be a dog-proof setup. We need to go buy another lock for this door.
If you have any tips on training dogs around these little guys, leave them in the comments below, because we have
We need
3
them.
dogs that I'm
They're
sure
all on
would
the other
love
side of this door here, like
to-
waiting.
chomp. Chomp on a chicken.
Chicken chomp. All right,
Anyways.
my arm's tired.
Today, I think, was a success. We said yes. Did you say yes today?
And I did. I'm a little bit nervous, but I think that's natural.
Whatever. You pushed me to say yes.
Now I'm nervous.
Now you can't be nervous.
I'm nervous.